Hey everybody, I am back for another update showcase video. This is version 1.04 for the cs2 external, and we have a few bug fixes and a few new features as well, so let's just jump right into it. Before we start, I have some great news. I figured out how to do noise suppression on OBS, so you will no longer hear my computer whirring as loud as it possibly can. But anyways, let's get right into it. So to start, we added a performance mode in the MISC tab. So now if you look in the top right, you can see the overlay FPS. So you can now choose how intensive you want the overlay to run. So we have 5 options. Very high is the highest one. It is uncapped, and it will make the other programs on your computer lag a bit. So I personally don't use it, but it's up to you. I usually stick to high. The overlay FPS really doesn't matter as long as it's above your refresh rate. So I have a 165 hertz monitor, so high works perfectly for me. Next, the aimbot, slight little bug. Before you would aim while reloading. So you can see I'm aiming and now I reload and we no longer aim. And then once we're done, we go back. So that was just a little oversight that's been there forever. One line fix. We kind of just didn't notice it, but that's gone. Another bug that we fixed, which is a little newer. So if we go to pistol and we go to B-aim override, so we added this last update. So now if we have B-aim override, so if the enemy's health is less than whatever you've set, so right here I have it set to 50 for example purposes. So if their health is equal or less than 50, the aimbot will only target body parts, so not their head. And this was added to improve accuracy and try to like guarantee kills more, because the head is a smaller hitbox and it's harder to hit. So especially with something like a deagle, if they're low HP, it's a lot safer to just take their body part. Anyways, there was a little oversight with that, because if there were no body parts showing, the aimbot wouldn't aim. So now we added some logic to it. So if there's no body parts visible, it will go back to aiming for head like that. You can see there. But then if there are body parts visible, we take their body. Not really a bug, but more of a improvement of logic, really. The next update is we now have a velocity check for the aimbot. So this has been in TriggerBot for a long time. It works very well. But now we have the same thing for the aimbot. So I'll just, for this example, I will set it to 0. So you can see I am aimbotting on him, obviously. And then if I move around, won't aim, won't aim, won't aim, and then once I come to a complete stop, we aim again. So this was mainly added to make yourself look more legit, honestly. Let me see if I can show the example. Yeah, okay. So, like, with a deagle, if you have velocity check on, you will lock onto them, but you won't shoot, which looks very weird, like this. So anyways, now if you add velocity check around the same settings as your trigger bot, so now we will not aim when we're running really fast, but once we come to a stop, you will see I will shoot now. I don't want to kill him because I'm going to use that bot for a different example, but you'll see we don't aim, and then once we come to a stop, we shoot. So that's going to help you make yourself look a lot more legit, and you will not be locking on to players while running. It seems to improve accuracy a lot, so it's a nice feature overall. Okay, the big update for this update is we have completely overhauled the FOV system. So this is kind of a bug fix, but also kind of a new feature. The logic is completely rewritten. So the developer's going to be mad at me for showing this. Because, okay, so I'm going to turn on FOV circle. So this is currently not accurate. So this is just for example purpose. The FOV circle that you're seeing on the screen is what the old version of the cheat would use. So it is just a circle around the center of your screen, which it's not terrible. It gets the job done, but we wanted to improve upon it. So now your FOV that's calculated in the aimbot is it uses your like how far your crosshair is from the actual target and your distance from the target. So we added this because there's two things. So there was two problems with the old FOV system. So if you were really close to, so like, what do I even have on? Let's see. So I have 10 FOV on, so I'm gonna put up to 15, for example. So 15 FOV in the old system was quite a bit, but you can see we have a problem here. When we're close, he's no, okay, ignore that. But so the circle is representing the old system. If we are close to them, we will not aim, even though, well, we will now, but I'll get to that. So if we were close to them, even though he's clearly on screen, we should aim at this guy. A legit player would aim at this guy, but we don't, because we're just using this static circle. So the new system incorporates the, like your crosshair distance and how close you are. So you'll see, even though he's way out of the old FOV, with the new FOV, we will target him. So that's a lot better. And the other problem with this is, with the old system, let's say I'm holding here. If someone were to run out up here, I would flick on them. But that is no longer the case. So now it will make your FOV a lot smaller. Not technically smaller, but like it will feel a lot smaller when you're farther away. So we don't have this problem of aiming on people that are really far away when you're at a far distance. So you can see in the old circle, the target's very clearly in it, but it's not aiming at him. So now as we move closer and closer, now we start to aim once we're a lot closer to him than before. Other than that, I think that's it. Let me look. Yeah, that's it for this update. So, very nice aimbot update. It feels very good. I've already used it. Other than that, we updated the ancient and trade maps for the latest version that came out today. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this update. The developers are going to be mad at showing me. The FOV circle will be updated to be accurate in a day or two. Our lovely developer is sick and had to go to bed a little early, but that will be fixed in a day or two. But it's useful for showing off the new FOV. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, let us know.